Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. Another amazing Monday. So glad you're joining us. Got amazing guests this morning. Make sure and share this out. Tell all your friends. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, the Alzheimer's Association, Extreme Graphics, ACMG Digital, and 10D Tech. For more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how to support this amazing organization fighting Alzheimer's, go to alz.org. And for more information on Extreme Graphics in Albany, Oregon, and their graphic services, go to extremegraphics.com. And for more information on ACMG Digital and how they can make your business more visible, go to acmgdigital.com. And finally, for 10D Tech and their cybersecurity based out of the Willamette Valley, go to 10dtech.com for more information. Music by Connor Hedge and Protestant, used with permission. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. So glad you're here today. It's going to be an amazing day. I cannot wait for today's program. You know, I am, first of all, bummed that my original guest, Stefan, is not going to be able to be here today because he is under the weather, but we're going to have him back soon because he's an amazing photographer. Just came off a big trip he's going to tell us about. Really excited about that. But also today I have two amazing friends that are going to jump in. We're going to talk a little bit about my book. We're going to talk about the hounds and talk about life. And we're going to get going with all that here in just a sec. But I just want to remind you that we are here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and super excited to have the opportunity to share with you. And I am also excited that you see it behind me. Here it is right here. A new book is out. Life Happens and Then You Choose. An amazing endorsement on the back by Mr. Bob Goff, New York Times best-selling author. And inside here, you'll find amazing endorsements by D. Scott Smith and Mike Asherbrand, who are going to join me this morning. So thankful for them. Also, this show is really all about the amazing people I bring on and about how they connect with others, how amazing people connect. And I'm so blessed to have so many amazing friends that do that every day of their lives, working, playing, whatever is going on. And so I'm so thankful that we get to talk about that because I'm a firm believer that connection and community building is the foundation of any good marketing plan, any good business, really any good life. So jump in today, learn all about that, and start by connecting with me at russhedge.com. That's right. russhedge.com is the best place to go. One-stop shop. And guess what? When you go there, little pop-up will direct you directly to Amazon. So you get a copy of my book today. That would be great. Amazon reviews are just so welcome if I haven't said that before. And so thankful for that. I'm so thankful that God has given me the opportunity not only to write this book, but also to share with you situations and experiences of my life and be able to encourage you through that. And so that's what Life Happens and Then You Choose is all about. Also, don't forget to join our YouTube community. It's growing by leaps and bounds. Super simple to get there. You know the name of the show. Go to Russ, marketingwithruss.live, marketingwithruss.live. So if you know the name of the show, you can get there super, super easy. If you know my name, you got the website covered. So there you go. Love for you to do that. Also, please share this out right now. Take and tag a few of your friends, will you please? And let them know we're on, because it's Monday. Everybody's busy. I get it. And so that helps. So people remind them that we're on. Also, don't forget, you can watch us on replay. So this is on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and it sits there as a video podcast after we're done. So LinkedIn and YouTube forever, Facebook for 30 days. You can watch us forever. And that's a really good reason why you need to subscribe to YouTube today, because all that stuff is right there. That would be so great. So anyway, so thankful for that opportunity. Also, don't forget that at russhedge.com, all my other books are there as well. So the original book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, my 4 anthology books, and the workbook for Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose is there as well. So all of those are available just by going to russhedge.com today. And that would be so great. I'd appreciate that. So we're going to do the marketing tip of the day real quick and get our guests in. And the marketing tip of the day, I think, is a theme that you may have heard before. So here we go. Are you ready? This is your marketing tip of the day. Life happens and then you choose. That's right. That is my tip of the day. Life is happening to us every day, but we get to choose where we go and what we do from there. I've said it over and over, but it's so important because people have a rough time with challenges in their lives, with things that are really hard, with fears that overwhelm them, with things that are just consuming their mind, and they don't know how to move forward and be successful, be significant in life. And I'm telling you, it's choosing. It's up to you. Go on the offense today. Go on the offense. Fill your mind with positive thoughts. Choose to make positive actions. Get out there, and while you're doing it, pick up a copy of Life Happens and Then You Choose. There you go. Today, that would be so great. And I am thankful that God has given us that opportunity every day. So get out there, live the life you choose. Make sure when life happens, you choose good and positive things. Move forward in a positive direction. And that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, so that'll get cut out, put on separate social media separately so you can watch that, share that. I'd appreciate if you do that. Not only does it help to get the word out about my book, but also it is really the foundation of what I've been talking about this whole time. So I'm going to get both Mike and Scott in the room. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Woo!
Well, hey, before we get started, I just want to say that we are praying for the people in the Philippines, like Ever, who is your assistant. The typhoons there have just been devastating. So we just want to remember everybody there.
Well, it's so great to have you, Scott. And for some reason, I can barely hear you. You're very, very low as far as it's kind of fuzzing out on mine. Maybe it's my end. Mike, are you there? Talk to me.
Yeah, I can hear him clear, buddy. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you too. So I don't know what it is, Scott. I mean, it kind of fuzzed out a little bit, but I am so thankful to have you both here. And I just want to start by giving another public thank you to both of you writing endorsements that are on just inside the front cover here. Just inside here. Let's see here. Mike and Scott, I see you guys are just hiding in here. There you go. And I appreciate you both for doing that. But talk to me today. Let's start with you, Mike, real quickly here. And talk to me about what is going on in your life. What is happening in your life? And what are the choices you're having to make today with the Hounds?
Wow. If I could, I'll try to keep it short if I ever did. But first of all, hey, congratulations, man. You know, again, it's important to me and a lot of folks out there, right? of who you are, what you do, and how you navigate through this life. Right. So if you wrote a napkin, I'd read it, man. So good job on the book.
Thank you.
I love it because I want to read from people who've been there, done that. Right. And man, you're good. And I don't say things I don't mean. I don't flatter. But when I get something to say, when I can say something honest, I can't stop. Y'all know how I am. But yeah, no, it's surreal. All right. I think about like Dr. Phil. I'm just a good old boy from Kentucky kind of mentality until Oprah finds you, and people are back behind you and they believe in what your vision is and they believe in, this kind of thing that's, it sounds good in theory, but we just don't see in practice often. Right. And so as long as we're attracting and retaining folks like you, Scott, all the amazing people in the audience, that's what matters. The how-to comes afterwards. Right. So on that note, lots of many things starting now, lots of stuff that people can tap into. If you're an entrepreneur, coach, guide, expert, small business owner, entrepreneur in your company, decision maker, creator, doesn't matter. All right. What we're doing is amplifying to the next level. Right. So folks, join this game, this new game called entrepreneurship. They don't know the rules, how it's played, and they probably don't have a chance to join the right all-star team to make their goals happen. And that's it, folks. So we're going to expand the media network. Right. What is that? Well, if you go on a podcast, right, and you have a steakhouse, you want a bunch of hungry steak eaters, right? Not folks that don't want steak. And so we're expanding that. We're going to bring in a buffet of options, even more than we have. Everything from healthcare to, recruiting, you name it. All right. Whatever people need, that's what we're here to build and align. And then with Phil the Connector Community, and we're combining this. Great guy. When you get our community, you get his community and a bunch of others. But the directory and the referral system on here is going to be epic, right? People can do business with real time, with birds of a feather, folks they trust, amplify their own message as well as others. So this Redneck Camelot's picking up, and I'm just honored. Thank you for this opportunity, for being a major player, because it's not just me, man. I'm just some weird dude in a camo hat taking a walk. If it wasn't for the evidence and people looking at what you guys do in the hounds and outside, that it's attractive and they want to be a part of that. So yeah, now's the best time. We are absolutely getting it done, Russ, and your message and your values, people relate to it, brother. So I appreciate it.
Well, Mike, I'm telling you, it's hard for me to keep up with you because you're doing so many amazing things. And I was just finally getting some of those calendar invites in my schedule. And I'm ready to jump back on one of your live streams. And if you need a guest, but I'm going to be there as a viewer as well. And appreciate that. Scott, talk to us. I just appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here this morning.
I'm fortunate that I get some of the behind the scenes looks at you creating the book. We've talked about the different topics, and I'm watching your life and how you're navigating the whole cancer journey. Of course, when you started and you published the first book, that wasn't a part of your life. That has become a part of your life and has allowed you to connect to a lot of people on a very different level. And as I was going through and reading the book, it really was, as I said in the endorsement that I put in your book, reading Life Happens and Then You Choose is just like spending a weekend with Russ. You're going to get all of that encouragement and enthusiasm and support that, Russ, that you provide for so many people.
Well, and I appreciate that so much. And really, my goal is exactly that. I mean, I pray every day to be authentic in who I really am. And so I hope it's like spending time with me, because that's what I try to do. I may not be a New York Times bestselling author, but I am an international bestselling author. And so one of these days, maybe the New York Times will step up. But no, mostly I'm just thankful for the opportunities to be able to share with people. And, that's one thing, Mike, I think that you're always doing as far as connecting people through the hounds. And Scott and I both have got more active with that. And I'm stepping up a little bit more here. But, talk to people about how they can join in, because this is really a great choice for people to make. Life is happening every day, and people and organizations like the hounds are where you need to be.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. And I second everything D. Scott said, man. You know, we're not perfect. Nobody expects perfect, you know, but you do your best to be consistent and put other people first. And you share your experiences very vulnerably, which is not the easiest thing to do, especially nowadays on social media, right? Divisiveness everywhere. So that's what it's about, Russ. And so to answer your question, there's multiple ways. We want to make this easy for people. People are busy, right? They got a lot of distractions and things are complicated. So number one, if you're wanting to learn more, tap into, you know, the hounds, you know, no pressure, right? We share the hounds. We don't sell this, right? You don't share sell good news. You share it. People want it, they take it. So in that spirit of, you know, of openness, DM me, DM a hound, right? Folks in the comments, a lot of times, we have a group call about bi-weekly. So you can email me and DM me on LinkedIn, Redneck1. But also if you want to test drive us, right? Like, so you go to Costco on the Sunday, what do? They got the little sample. I didn't plan on buying 3 sausage logs. I mean, but the lady said, hey, you want to try this? Well, after I tried 3 of them, guess what? I'm buying the sausage log, or I don't. And that's our mentality. So if folks want to pop in and just experience us because they participate and they feel it before they understand it. Right. And I think that's what separates us from a lot of things and what attracts, you know, alliances with great leaders out here. So that's it. Just reach out. Don't be shy. No stranger danger. And we'll let you be shy for a little bit, D. Scott, right? But we're going to grab you Sadie Hawkins style eventually and drag you on the dance floor. So be warned, man. We're going to put up with that. We get it, you know, because it's a hard world out here, and it's very hard to understand that there is a trustworthy communities and people align, but we're patient with that. And we want you to feel a sense of belonging and alignment. And if it's not for you, we're going to send you where you need to go if we know where that's at. So yeah, just reach out, have a natural convo, check out the content. And, you know, when it's the right time, we're here. If not, we're going to be here for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. And that's what I love about you, Mike, is that you're just make yourself available. And that, you know, there's a lot of people that say it, but don't actually do it. And that's what I love about you. And that's what I love about Scott. Both of you are that way. And really, that's what I love about Bob Goff on the back of my book. Yeah. For a guy who sells millions of books and is a New York Times bestseller, I can call him on his cell phone and he will answer. And that is an amazing thing. Some people think he's a little crazy because he puts his cell phone in the back of his books, but it is true. And he does. I can attest he does answer his phone. But anyway, Scott, you know, I was going to say
go ahead, Russ.
Oh, I was going to say, as you're jumping in, I wanted to comment on your comment. And that is that I was talking with Ever this morning. And yes, praying for the people of the Philippines. They had a major typhoon come through. Thank goodness my teammate and the person who really makes my business possible ever is fine, and her family are fine. But there are a lot of people affected. So we definitely need to be praying for them. And Scott, go ahead. Whatever you were going to say, I just wanted to get that in.
Yeah, I'm grateful to hear that Ever and her family is safe. We've just been watching the news stories with just devastation from these storms that are going through. So that's great news. As you were talking about Bob Goff and being able to call him on the phone and reach out and connect, and you know, that's what we talk about in networking. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. Who answers the phone? Who reads your emails? Who's going to respond to those text messages? And as I often say, you need to surround yourself with those who will not let you fail. And so the Hounds of Business has been an amazing community. When I first became aware of them, it was on shows like this where they show up, they support each other. When somebody's got something going on, they show up. And that is an important part of community. I also have, in partnership with Alan Hennessy in Ireland, the Global Tea Break, which we started just before COVID shut the world down. And we were just trying some experiments to see if we could use Zoom to connect and do international networking. Then the world changed, and it turned out we needed it more than ever. And so you definitely want to be surrounded by, again, those people who will not let you fail.
And I love that. I love that you say that. Scott, and that is, surrounding yourself with people that will not let you fail. And I think that I put a version of that in my book, but I did quote you in my book for sure, because you've a lot of wisdom there over the years. And I think you've learned that, Mike. Scott's definitely full of something, and it's a bunch of wisdom is what it is. So go ahead.
I'm dying to speak, man. It's like a toddler at Disney World. Right? So, no, I love that, because I was just sitting here thinking as you guys were talking, I've made a lot of connections over the last years through just commenting on your show, Russ. Tanya Eberhardt, right? 2 years ago, I had the little bucket hat on, all passion and zero clue. And she's the branding, expert, right? And she said, "Oh my goodness, did that comment?" She saw my tagline. She said, "Did that say redneck financial coach? You gotta be kidding me." It was eye candy to her, right? Branding. And April Wyatt, right? There's no secret there of how instrumental she's been to our growth in the hounds, but also for me personally, her skill and her groundedness, right? And her meditation Reiki. It's not woo-woo. It's exactly what I needed. I needed that more than I needed the business stuff. I mean, and, the business stuff and the systems and everything got better when I got better. Imagine that. So I just love the practical application, right? You're not just saying it, you're doing it and then telling people, this is how we did it. This is how you can duplicate it. And I think the world's hungry for that. They really are. And they want to see things that are real, that they can decide. We're not force feeding this. We're deciding here it is, right? And you add gas to this by doing things together. Last comment, when I used to go out there and do all the traditional methods of trying to sell and stuff, I would get pepper sprayed over Zoom, Russ, you know that. But now I'm getting introductions that completely warm it up, right? People were like, "You need to meet that guy." And they're like, "Really?" Right? And these are amazing. And that's what the call is. Good for us. But folks out there, plug in. Don't be shy. I'm sorry. I just see so much shyness. Plug in, comment, get to know people. You're not weird. It's weird not to do it. So, just plug in. We're here. We're a friendly group, guys. And I just want to say thank you, because I really did. I've got a lot of good benefit. The hounds have grown just by showing up to this. And now we've got a big, me and D Scott's going to go to Podfest. A lot of things are just continuously growing that you just can't do alone, guys. So I know I'm getting all PBS special on you, but dadgummit.
No,
just to let people know that we're going to be roommates, Mike and I, there in Orlando. So look out. Look out, Florida.
Don't spoil it. When you see the live streams of where we're hanging out, you're going to realize, if you don't already know, it's not a costume, dadgummit. Like we live the talk. So stay tuned. In January, we'll be doing some behind the scenes stuff. D Scott and I. It's going to be a blast, and we've got folks coming, hounds, friends of the hounds, and it's going to be a miraculous.
Did I not tell you guys? I'm bringing my sleeping bag, and I'm going to sleep on the floor of your room for the.
We got room for you. We got room for you.
I'm just surprised we have running water inside the building. I mean, that's like, wow, that's 5-star to me, y'all. But we'll see.
Well, I got offered a ticket to come, and I seriously thought about that, but with everything going on, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pull that off.
We've got a place for you to stay. Yeah, we got a room. We got a room for you, and I'll have a car, so no problem.
I got a hiking bag. I got a hiking tent, man. So I'm good outside. I mean, it's not going to be 40 like it is out here. So
you guys are so great. Well, listen, I just want to thank you both. And I want to wind up here today, just reminding everybody why it's important to be part of the hounds, why it's important to be part of the Global Tea Break, why it's important to be part of groups like this, because it's like-minded people coming together to support each other, help each other. Then when people do things like write a book, everybody jumps in and supports them. And I'm telling you, it has been such a blessing with everybody that I have received so much support for. And I am here. I want to tell you that I am here to support you. So is Mike with the Hounds. So is Scott with the Global Tea Break and everything else that's going on. And it's about people coming together, lifting everybody up, connecting and making life better. Right, Scott?
Yeah, absolutely. That's we can do that every day. We can make life better for people, and it doesn't take huge gestures. It could be just holding the door open for somebody, or tipping your hat, even if it's a floppy camouflage hat. Tip your hat to somebody and say hi.
Hey, real quick on that note, because see, Russ took a drink. I took advantage of it. See, but we got Kindness Week. Kevin Smith, Kindness Worldwide. It started 2 days ago, and this whole week, and 2 days from now, this little movement. He lost his wallet, looked like he lost his mind, went on a wild goose chase. Who knows why? And it is seriously making a huge impact. I mean, and not just a feel-good movement. This is absolutely, drawing revenue for local government and municipalities. And so their private viewing of their documentary, directed by Elgin Cahill, of all people, is dropping in 2 days on the 12th, private viewing. So again, you can't do this alone. You just can't. I mean, you can't do it this fast and have this much fun getting business done and making an impact. So it's not just about making money to us. It's what we can do with that time, money, and freedom, right? All the things that we overcome and we want to do for others. Now we got the time, money, and freedom to make a difference, and that's what it's all about to us. What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think about that, Scott?
Again, it doesn't take a lot, but if we all come together, a lot gets done.
Oh, bingo.
Yeah, really. Well, listen, guys, remind everybody how they can get in touch with you. We've been putting it up on the screen, but Mike, you first.
See, can you repeat the question? I was playing in the comments.
How do people get in touch with you?
Hey, LinkedIn. I live on LinkedIn. Mike Asherbrander, Redneck One. Also, Hounds of Business, right, on YouTube. That's bumping up, and you'll see some of a lot of other hounds. We got Steve Ramona, right, doing business with a Servant's Heart podcast, and so it's not just about us. Anybody's got something good coming up. We got some big major surprises. So just reach out in the DM, email. Or take somebody else's word. Go bother D. Scott. See what he thinks. You expect me to say it's great? Dadgummit, I'm the founder. Go talk to other people. Get their perspectives, right? Connect with them. But yeah, I'm always welcome for DMs, and love to see people at the group call. I love getting to know people legit. So yeah, awesome. Thank you for the opportunity, man.
All right, Scott?
Yeah, people can go to dscottsmith.com, and there's a lot of stuff there. I'm on LinkedIn. That's a good place to connect with me, D. Scott Smith. And at the website, dscottsmith.com, you can learn about the radio show, the Waco Experience, the podcast, video podcast that I produce for my wife, Christine, Aspects of Aging, the Global Tea Break. You can register for that. Also, what you can do with me when it comes to digital advertising and radio advertising. I'm happy to help and guide any conversations that you have on those issues as well.
Awesome. So awesome. You guys are both so amazing, and I appreciate you both. I am going to end with both of you on the screen, and then we'll chat in the green room after, but just want to thank everybody for being here today. I just want to remind everybody that is here today that we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your listening and viewing pleasure. And I've got things coming up that you need to know about. And that is, I've got the book signing at Willamette Valley Christian Supply coming up on the 22nd. Please share this out with your friends. If you're local, would love to have you there. We'll be signing books. That will be an amazing time, and I appreciate all of you there. Also, we have another amazing show coming up next with Scott and I, and that is the Experience Local Live with Russ and Scott. That'll be on here at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So come and join us there. And we have one other co-host I forgot. Yeah, we got to get Kermie in there before we end the show. So with that, everybody, please join us for the next show. Glad you're all here. Thank you, Scott and Mike, for joining in. And until next time, have an awesome week, everybody. See ya. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.